Okay, we have a couple of fun things to do today. It is Lauren's birthday tomorrow, and we need to set this Opal, one of my favorites, into this setting. This setting is, this stone is a little bit big for it, so we're going to trim it back to make it fit. We might take a little bit off the back to thin it down just a little bit. It's about 5.5 carats right now. We're going to try and make it fit and still be at about 4 carats, so it's still a big stone. But happy birthday, Lauren. And not just that, but wait, there's more. Where's some water? We're going to cut this chunk. I think that's about 15 to 17 carats. I don't remember. It's a big chunk. It's got good color bar all the way around. I think it's mostly down in here. I don't think we're going to have color in this section, so I think this will go away. And so if enough of this goes away and that color bar is deep enough, we'll actually probably get this whole thing right here for a stone. And there's a possibility that if this stone ends up being better than this stone, this one will become the stone for that setting. Right now, that's the only one I've got that's big enough. So we're going to see what we can cut out of this one. And if it's big enough, we'll have 2 options for Lauren's birthday opal pendant necklace. Let's start. Let's look at what we got to work with here. No color right there. I don't think there's going to be any color right here. It's just fractured down below the... I keep saying this, but I'm learning it more and more. You know, I just took that much off of there right there. When you look at a stone to buy it, you got to look at it in terms of how much of that is useful. It's almost not fair to buy it in carats if it's 20 carats but only 10 of it has color bar in it, or fractures, or you know, the undulations of the potch or whatever. If there's only actual 5 or 10 carats of workable space, I mean, you don't base it off what you get finished, but you should base it on how much of it is actually workable, usable opal. And in this one right here, look at that. Look at those colors poking through already. We already hit color bar. So we're on color bar now. So there wasn't much. We didn't lose maybe a carat, maybe 2 carats. But keep that in mind. I mean, the seller might not, but you should. You don't buy like somebody commented that piece that I cut the other day with 73 carats, and they said it was 73 carats of potch. Well, it wasn't. It was 50 carats of potch, and it was this pendant that I'm wearing right now. I don't know if I can show you, but I got 20-something carats of usable material. I view that as a win, but I didn't buy it at the carat price times 70. I bought it based on what I thought was the usable portion, and I guessed it about right. Need more water. Here we go. The color's starting to poke through there. We're about to get a color bar all the way around, so that we know what we're working with. Man, it's low down in this stone. I think we're going to face it from the top here. Can you see the color bar? I don't see any quite, just barely shows up there, and it shows up here. So it's just not quite to the edge there. The other one. The other one's a pretty cool looking stone. Not sure we have any color right over here. kind of angles up out of it. That. Look at that little color. What is that? It's like a red tunnel. It goes back in there. That's cool. It's like a little tunnel of color that goes back up in there. Blue's starting to creep in there. I'm hoping that as we peel that top off that gets brighter. But we're just about going to end up with something about that big. We're a little bit thick, but I've learned not to go down and establish the thickness till the very end. Because you may have to make adjustments to the base. Sometimes it's either make adjustments at the base or you got to make them at the base. And that's not where you want to make them. I think we're ready to dop that one up and see what we can make out of it. Now at this point I'm going to take a little bit off the base. I don't want it that thick. I see a lot of people cutting stones that are half or double the thickness they need to be reasonable. If you were setting them in a wire wrapping or something for a pendant, that would make sense. You could certainly do that, but got a pretty picture stone going on in the back there. So we haven't really got that faced yet. There's a little bit of a skin left on it that I'm hoping that I can bring out on the dopping stick. Time to dop it up. Okay, we're going to start taking this down to fit the setting. Just a little bit off the ends. Slow and steady. I got it, Lauren. LA's fine, the sun shines most of the time. The feeling is laid back. Palm trees grow and rents are low. Still I can't help thinking about making my way back. I'm New York City born and raised, but nowadays I'm lost between two shores. Well, LA's fine, but it ain't home. New York's home, but it ain't mine no more. I am, I said, to no one there, and no one heard at all, not even the chair. I am, I cried, I am, said I, and I am lost and I can't even say why, leaving me lonely still. Just about there. Home, but it ain't mine no more. She was morning, and I was nighttime. I one day woke up to find her lying beside my bed, and I softly said, "Come play me, for I've been lonely." Ooh, we're almost there. In need of someone, as though I'd done someone wrong somewhere, but I don't know where. Oh, I don't know where. Come lately. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the word, I am the tune. Play me. Songs you sing to me, songs you bring to me, words that came to me, around the spring to me, warm the night, and what was right became me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. I am the moon, you are the words, I am the tune. Play me. I think by the time we polish it, it will be there. And what was right became me. For I've been lonely, in need of someone, as though I'd done someone wrong somewhere. But I don't know where, I don't know where. Come lately. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. How about that? I think that'll work. I think we're ready to start on this one. If I can just remember what wheel I'm working on that you can see. I don't know if I have enough color bar to get that dip right there out. We got plenty on this side. Warm the night, and what was right became me. I haven't finished refining the shape yet. We can do that first. That'll bring it in a little bit and help me. I'll do everything I can to take in that side, keeping my size and shape. Pretty close right there to a good oval. How does that look? I got that chunk to deal with. Sometimes we cut in denial. I don't think that thing's going to let us keep anywhere close to the size we got. Some of it has to go. And what was right became me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. I could switch over to the heavier grit wheel Instead, I'm just applying a little bit more pressure with my fingers into the wheel. We got that to deal with still. I think I'm making the compromise of how far I got to take it in on the side and how far I can take it in on the top. It's more important that it have good color all the way than that it be big. It's not really getting much brighter yet. At least I don't think so. What do you think? And what was right became me. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune, play me. Sorry, this is kind of slow and tedious, but right there we just got a little notch up in the brightness there, and I'm hoping that's indicating that when we get down that far the whole thing will be that bright. It's right there, you can see it's right below the surface. How do we get this light situated to where you can see what I can see? We're still dealing with that. We're close. We got another millimeter. But I don't have a millimeter worth of color to give there. So it's got to shrink a little more. I'm over here holding my breath. I hope some of you are. You know, the reason why I got into opal cutting, YouTube suggested just a random weird video for me, Black Opal Direct, and it was, can I cut this $8,000 opal rough into a gemstone? And I watched it and I was wringing my hands in suspense. Was he going to get $8,000 back out of it? What in the heck even is an opal? Alright, I wasn't quite that ignorant, but... And I started watching them, and enjoying them, and learning about them, and... So you, Justin, if you ever see this, it was you that did this to me. Thank you. When I take some off of that side, I got to take off some off the other side. I'm not one anymore. I got plenty of long, narrow ovals. I'm trying to keep this one a specific shape because it's just a more pleasing setting. Come on, I need you to get brighter than that. I need you to get a lot brighter than that. It's all in there, I just got to get it out. Coax it out. I got a parcel in from Tommy today too. I was going to do a Lambina video tonight. I decided to postpone that till tomorrow night. Lambina doesn't like me. I'm trying to like it. I can tell you that it's the trickiest, consistently the trickiest opal I've tried to cut. I don't understand it. I don't cut it well. Whatever the problem is, I don't know, but it doesn't seem to be getting better. But we're going to try again. Are we getting brighter, or are we just kind of sneakily going through the color bar without any improvement? What do you think? I feel like it's kind of slowly getting brighter. But I don't know. Polishing that up a little bit so I can look at my color bar. I think it's still got to go down smaller. We just don't have the color to get. Not wanting to cut a tabletop. I don't know. I just don't know that it's going to face. Alright, this is where we're at here. The more I take it down, the more inclusions pop up there, all around the side. I've taken it down and taken it down and taken it down and taken it down. I don't think we're going to get out of them. They seem to be going quite a ways through. The face isn't getting any better than it is. It's got some pretty colors in it, but it doesn't have a whole lot of brightness. I think we have what we're going to get out of this, and it's not going to get any better. You can keep sanding, but it doesn't get better on some of them. So let's cut our losses, take what we got. That's what we got. Blue, orange, green. Pinfire. Alright, that's what we ended up with. I think it's beautiful stone. It's just not as bright as you'd like, and it's got some inclusions in it that would kill the stone. I could cut it down to smaller, but why? It doesn't get brighter if it gets smaller. I think it's at its peak right there. I think we owe it to make it at its peak, at its best it can be. What do you think? What would you do? And then we'll go set this one.